Hi guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the book Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Now, if you don't know what the book's about, it's about Alex Claremont Diaz, who's the son of the president and who also has a rivalry with Prince Henry of England. When the tabloids get hold of a photo of Alex and Henry fighting at a royal wedding, their families go into damage control and get Alex and Henry to fake a friendship. However, their fake friendship ends up growing deeper than Alex and Henry could have imagined, and they find themselves in a secret romance that could upend two nations. Can love save the world after all? Now, if you haven't read the book, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. With that said, here's my review of the book, Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. When June asked Alex if the reason he forgot about the royal wedding that they had to go to was because he didn't want to see Henry, it made me wonder what caused Alex and Henry's rivalry in the first place. So when it was revealed that Alex had been cast as the American equivalent of Henry, which Alex didn't like, and that when Alex first met Henry, Henry was closed off and asked Sean to get rid of Alex, I could understand Alex's feelings, but I knew they would change. When Alex and Henry fell into the wedding cake and a picture was taken, I thought, well, that's definitely a photo that the first family and the royal family wouldn't want anyone to see. But since people did see it, it made sense why they wanted to do damage control, since that didn't make either side look good. It was really sweet when Henry was talking to the little girl about Star Wars, since it showed that he really was a good guy, even though Alex didn't believe it. And since Alex was watching, I was hoping he would realize that Henry was a lot more than Alex thought. And while Alex did say that he was surprised Henry had feelings, it didn't change his opinion about him. At least not yet. When Henry told Alex that he was a prick when they first met, but that his father had died 14 months before, so he was like that every day during that time, his behavior made sense. Yes, it wasn't okay that he asked Alex to be gotten rid of, but based on what he was going through at that time, it was understandable behavior. But it was good that Henry said that his reason for acting the way he did wasn't an excuse for what he said, and that he was sorry. I thought it was pretty funny when June was talking about how Rowan Farrow tweeted about her essay for New York Magazine and said part one of her plan to make him her friend was underway, and Alex told her not to pretend that this wasn't part of her long game plan to kill Woody Allen and make it look like an accident, and then their mother told them not to discuss murder in front of a sitting president so she could have plausible deniability. Even though their relationship wasn't romantic yet, I really liked that Alex called Henry after his parents were fighting during Christmas. Even though they weren't real friends during this time, it was nice to see the beginning of a friendship between them. I had been waiting to see when Alex and Henry's relationship was going to become romantic, so when Henry kissed Alex, I knew it would happen soon. Yes, after Henry pulled away from kissing Alex, he apologized and ran away, but since I knew what this book was about, I knew that things would work out. I was glad that Alex talked to Nora about kissing Henry. It was good that he was able to talk to someone about it and didn't keep it to himself. And Alex's reaction about the kiss was normal, since he always thought that he was straight, but now he wasn't sure, which is something that happens sometimes. After Alex and Henry had their first time together, and Alex told Henry that they can do it again anytime Henry wants, but that it doesn't change anything between them, I knew they were going to fall in love. But at that moment, it was a start. It wasn't a surprise when June told Alex that she knew about him and Henry. Based on the look she was giving Alex, it was obvious that she suspected something, and I was really happy that she was okay with it. And when June told Alex that Henry was his match, I agreed with her. I understood why everyone was surprised when it was revealed that Senator Luna was the independent senator joining Richard's cabinet. I was surprised too, since it seemed like he was on Alex's family's side, and it also made me wonder if this was what Alex's father was telling Senator Luna to do when Alex overheard them talking. But it wasn't. It was pretty funny how Zara reacted when she caught Alex and Henry together. But her reaction was understandable since she expected Alex to be with a girl, so seeing him with Henry was a surprise. But I was glad that she told Alex that she wouldn't tell his mother, but she also told him that after the convention, Alex had to tell his mother. So I was wondering how that conversation was going to go. So I was glad when Alex's mother told him that she wasn't going to stop him from seeing Henry, but to make sure that he felt forever about Henry, and if he didn't, she told him to end it, because if people found out, that would be with Alex forever. But I was hoping that Alex wouldn't end things with Henry. I was really proud of Alex when he told Henry that he had feelings for him, but since Henry didn't respond, I was worried, and since Henry was gone when Alex woke up the next day, I was even more worried. I understood that things could be hard for Henry considering his position in the royal family if he had a real relationship with Alex, but I was really hoping that things would work out. So I was glad that they did. It really showed how much June cares about Alex when she offered to pretend that she was the one in a relationship with Henry when a tape of Alex and Henry together was released to the public. But I also understood why Alex and Henry were annoyed, since they should be able to be who they are without having to worry about how people would react, but considering the positions that they were in, it made it harder. When emails between Alex and Henry were leaked and a picture of them kissing was released, I felt really bad since they didn't get to tell the world on their terms, but I was happy when Alex's mother asked him if he felt forever about Henry, and Alex said yes, and then Alex's mother signed off on them going public and didn't care if it affected her re-election. It was really annoying that the Queen, Henry's grandmother, wasn't supportive of Alex and Henry being together and wanted to make it look like their relationship wasn't real. and told Henry that his birthright is to have heirs. But like Alex said, they can still do that. So I was really happy when Bee showed them the video that showed worldwide support for Alex and Henry. And I was happy that Henry's mother helped them get the Queen to accept it. I had been wondering who was behind the leaks about Alex and Henry's relationship, so when it was revealed that it was Richard's, it made sense, since he was running against Alex's mother and thought that it would help him win. So I was really glad that Senator Luna gave Nora the proof that Richards was behind the leak, because it showed that even though Senator Luna joined Richards' campaign, he didn't support what Richards had done. When Senator Luna told Alex that Richards had assaulted him and then blackmailed him so he wouldn't tell anyone, it made sense why he gave Nora the proof that Richards was behind the leaks about Alex and Henry. So even though Alex and his family thought Senator Luna betrayed them when he joined Richards' campaign, the reason he did it was so he could get revenge on Richards, which was pretty smart. It was really sweet that the book ended with Alex showing Henry his house. I was really glad that Alex's mother won her re-election, but I was also glad that Alex and Henry could be together and they didn't have to sneak around anymore, and that people supported them. I knew that this was a popular book on BookTube, and now I understand why. I'm really glad that I read it. Thanks for watching, guys! If you read the book, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!